ceremony of the BBA Indore campus, Dhule campus, Hyderabad campus and Mumbai campus, and MSc Finance students, Mumbai campus, here at SVKM's NMIMS Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce. Today marks an important day of your life journey, your degree and your graduation. We now commence the eagerly awaited part of the ceremony, the presentation of the degree scrolls. I request the audience to kindly rise to welcome our dignitaries on stage. I request the Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, NMIMS, Dr. Sharad Maheskar, and Dean, Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Professor Sangeeta Kher, to kindly do the honors. I request Professor Atul Kumar Vora, Program Chairperson, Indore Campus, to take over the proceedings. You may all sit, please.
I have to just call the name.
Indore campus students, please make a line ahead.
Can I start?
Indore campus, please get up. Please come ahead. Come forward, please. Quickly.
Good morning, everyone. So the students from Indore campus, please come and collect your roll. So I'm calling the name Astha Chandra.
Sir, 1 minute. Call them. Students, please come ahead. Come ahead, here, sir.
I want all the students of that division to get lined up here. Indore campus, all the students line up here. Come quickly, line up. Pallavi, once this is over.
Dhule. Yes, ma'am. Dhule campus, please get ready. Hyderabad campus, please get ready. You all are going in next. Yeah, start, sir.
Astha Chandra.
Dhule campus.
Anvesha.
Hyderabad campus, get ready, please. Hyderabad.
Harnit Singh, Narang. Ishan Dubey. Janvi Singh. Khushi Agrawal. Mansi Yadav. Mukund Malwani. Parikshit Garg. Palesh Sivi. Pragati Bajoria. Pratham Sinha. Pritish Nahar. Ritika Upadhyay. Roshni Goyal. सागर देशपांडे. शिवम शर्मा. श्रेयस मुच्छाल. श्रुति गुप्ता. श्रुति मेहता. स्तुति पसारी. ईशान दुबे. And Vraj Kumar Patel.
Hyderabad campus.
I request Dr. Devahar to kindly take over the proceedings.
Good morning. We will be continuing with the list of graduating students from Hyderabad campus. Dhruv Kumar, Rutuja Shinde, वेद सोलंकी, विक्रमांक गुप्ता, अमन कक्कड़, श्रुथा के, आश्रित कोलवी, मिहिर पटंगिया, शुभ्र ज्योति घोष।
Dhule, please come ahead.
Dhule, Dhule.
Dhule, please
We
come
will
here.
now continue with the list of graduating students from BBA Dhule campus. Dhruv Agrawal, Dhruv Chopra, Arush N, Mitul Parak, Prem Agrawal, Bhargavi Chauhan, Sarang P, Faizuddin Sikalgar, Dhruv Popli, BBA A.
One minute. TYBBA, quickly come ahead. TYBBA, quickly come ahead. Merit students, don't. Merit, please don't come.
We will now continue with the list of graduating students from BBA Mumbai campus. Adi Sharma, Aditi Garg, Agam Jain, Aryan Mehta, Ayush Nanu, Ayush Rathi, अब्बास कोठावाला,
इसी कैमरा में आ रहा है तो वहाँ पे ना वो नहीं खा रहा
अरमान गाला,
तो मेरिट में हो
आर्या सेठ, चिराग खेमका, देवेश नरसिंघानी, ईशा धाकड़, इशिका गोयल,
ये है नहीं पीछे जाओ
कौस्तुभ साचन, खेवना मेहता, कुलदीप सोजित्रा, मलक छेड़ा, मनशा स्वरूप, मिहिर फारिया, हाँ मैं बोलता हूँ, मुकुंद शर्मा, नाव्या महेश्वरी, प्रियांश गोयल, प्रिया मिनी, ऋषभ शंकला, ऋषि प्रसाद, ऋत्विक नायर, रोहन एस, सागर अब्रोल, समर्थ गुलाटी, शान शाह, श्रीराम वर्मा, सुहानी अग्रवाल, तन्वी वारेकर, वैभव मेनन, वेदिका जोशी, विधि सिंगल, यशराज गजम, युवराज पुरोहित, रिया कृष्णन, आर्यन शेट्टी, कृष्पा भानुशाली, आकांक्षा मंत्री, आस्था गौतम, आत्मन एच, अनिकेत पवार, अथर्व सरदेसाई, अवधेश चौधरी, भाविका जैन, देवांग जजोड़िया, दिवस ओरी, हीत सधानी, हेतिक पटशाला, हिर्तिक सी, जेविन जनानी, करण दुबे, खुशी नाहर, ख्याति गुप्ता, लक्ष्य जडवानी, महक सेठिया, मीनल बंसल, निपुण जैन, निशांत शाह, नितांत चौधरी, परम शाह, प्रत्युष माथुर, राघव तयाल, राघव हेड़ा, रोहन जोगलेकर, रोमिल देहाल, संतोष अय्यर, सार्थक मोडगिल, सार्थिक अरोरा, शिवम मजीटिया, श्रेयांश बोरा, सिद्धार्थ गड़ा, सूरज पटेल, तक्षशिल कानेकर, तन्मय मुंजाल, भरत पी, वरुण बिनानी, विहान चौधरी, प्रथम मसरानी, अभिषेक पोदार, सी डिवीजन, सी, दिस इज डी, ये डी है, सी, बी इज डन मैन, डी, जयेश सर. I request Jayesh sir to continue with division D.
थैंक यू सर. आद्यश्रीमयी महापात्रा, अक्षत मेहता, अमन गोयल, अमर अग्रवाल, अनन्या जैन, आर्या शाह, आर्या अमीन, भाविज शाह, चिराग बकलीवाल, ध्रुव दबके, देवम गाड़ा, देवयान शुक्ला, दृष्टि दिंगवानी, गगन बिडवाटका, हर्ष जैन, जाह्नवी अग्रवाल, करण दास, काव्या जैन, खुशी जैन, कोपल रस्तोगी, मानस नातू, मानव खंडेलवाल, मेहरजत भाटिया, मोहम्मद मुजम्मिल खान, नितिन बजाज, प्रणीत अमीन, प्रांजल मुखिजा, प्रतीति शाह, पुनीत शाह, रौनक रुंगता, रोनित खेतवानी, समकित चाड़वा, शार्दुल चतुर्वेदी, श्रीवर्धन तिवारी, श्रृंजल अग्रवाल, श्रुति शारदा, शीत जैन, सिमरन भारद्वाज, स्मित गिरी, तनय रायसोनी, वंशिका अग्रवाल, वीरेन छाजर, वरज ठक्कर, वृंदा शाह, यश लोधा, यश बहुआ, यश कटियार, डिवीजन ई अमर बुटवाला, अंशिका त्यागी, अर्श बकचंदानी, ध्रुव शाह, दिव्यांशी अग्रवाल, ईशान टंडन, गर्व जैन, ज्ञानपरी उपाध्याय, हर्ष सोनी, हेता शाह, ऋषिकेश लोटलीकर, ऋत्विकराज अग्रवाल, ईशान जैन, करण गलैया, कौशल ठक्कर, खुशराज सैनी, क्रिश दौलत रमानी, क्रिश राव, मनस्वी जैन, नचिकेत पांचाल, पलक जैन, पलक शाह, प्रांजल प्रिठानी, प्रियांक अग्निहोत्री, रेहान लालजी, रियांश जैन, रिद्धि खुराना, ऋषि प्रभाकरन, ऋत्विक मितपल्ली, सर्वेश सिंह, शिवम गुप्ता, श्रेया राठौड़, सौम्यदीप धार, सुगांशा भटनागर, सुकन्या अग्रवाल, सुकन्या दत्त, स्वस्ति जैन, तुषार पटेल, यश अग्रवाल, यशराज अमित, यशविन कपूर, युगम गोयंका, डिवीजन एफ, अनुराग जैन, भाव्या शाह, दर्शन अग्रवाल, दिव्यांश सरदा, फिजा चरनिया, गुरित भरवानी, हर्ष अरोरा, ईरा राठौर, ईशान जोशी, ईशान चोपड़ा, इशिका खेतान, जयमीत चौकसी, ज्वनित झवेरी, कनिष्क अजमेरा, खुशी मेहता, कोणार्क गुप्ता, लब्धि जैन, लक्ष्य बड़ेज, मेहक शर्मा, मिहिर जैन, मौनिक मेहता, निखिल पुरोहित, ओजस पाटिल, प्रीत अडानी, रीत बंसाली, रिया अडवाणी, रिया हेमानी, ऋषित अग्रवाल, रिया गोलानी, रिया रेलन, रिया, रूही खन्ना, समर्थ कटारिया, सात्विक कासल, श्रेयांश जायसवाल, शुभंकर प्रभुणे, सिद्धि बोरिंग, सिद्धांत देसाई, श्री पूजिता गुडुपाटी, सुरुचि सिंधु, सुयश बेगानी, सुयश सक्सेना, तनय बंसल, वंश जैन, वत्सल जैन, वेदांत सिंह, विशाद शाह, अमन पारिक।
To continue with the list of graduating students from BBA Division C, Abhishek Poddar, ये 2 है, Adit Mathur, Amay Purav, Arnav Chaturvedi, आर्यन बंसल, अवनेर सेघल, भावेश शाह, चैत्य सांघवी, चरणजीत कौर, दर्श तोरानी, दर्शन मेहता, दिव्या आसवानी, गोविंद गिरबानी, जानवी तिवारी, जय ढोलाकिया, कार्तिक खंदूरी, कार्तिक मलिक, कुंजेश गुप्ता, लक्ष्य अग्रवाल, माहिर टंडन, मल्हार शाह, मिथिल नंदा, no, wait, I'll call his name at the end. Let's call his name. नमन सेठिया, पार्थ मवानी, प्रथम गुप्ता, ऋषभ झवेरी, रुचि ढोलाकिया, सारांश कानूंगो, सत्कृत पोदार, सात्विक बंसल, शिखर अग्रवाल, श्लोक सांघवी, सिद्धांत जैन, सृष्टि गुप्ता, तीर्थ गोसर, वैभव पोरवाल, विराज दीवान, यजुर कपूर, यश लांबर, करण खंडूरी, प्रणव प्रकाश. I now request Dr. Yogesh Funde to continue with the proceedings.
Good morning. We now move on to TYBBA G Division. Akash Sarkar, Abhijit Malhotra, Abhinav Bansal, Aditi Singhvi, Akshat Jain, Akshat Swaroop Bansal, Arushi Choksi, Arya Desai, Deep Kothadiya, Arijit Chatterjee, Devanshi Jain, Diya Gupta, Gaurav Makhija, Harsh Telang, Harshil Shah, Hiren Thakkar, Janvi Arora, Janvi Sahani, Janvi Mangani, Joshua Pinto, Kim Cottrell, Mahek Tavrani, Mahima Shah, Manav Ambavi, Mansi Gupta, Meher Kaur Sachar, Mihir Karanjikar, Naman Jain, Namrata Ahuja, Paul Jijaria, Pragya Bagri, Pranav Maker, Preet Setna, Rehan Kaura, Saket Kanuri, Sakshi Doshi, सार्थक शांडिल्य, शुभम चौहतिया, सिद्धांत सराफ, सिद्धांत पाल, सिमरन मोती, तैतिल गाला, वर्षिता आचार्य, विरन दसेजा, विश्वेश मोदी, याशीष जैन, यशवी रांका, युक्ति शुक्ला, निहारिका सारडा. We now move on to Division H. Abdul Rahman Patel, Adit Firke, Aditi Gupta, अक्षत अग्रवाल, अक्षित त्यागी, अर्जुन बचेर, अविचल चोपड़ा, अविरल महेश्वरी, आयुष्मान बिष्ट, दानिश शर्मा, देवांशी वेद, देवयानी चोपड़े, धैर्य राणा, एकता परियानी, हृदय बगेरिया, ईशान दनकानी, ईशान पांडे, कार्तिकेय सिंह, खुशबू जंगम, खुशी शाह, क्षितिज वाधवानी, कुश प्रकाश, मनन नागपाल, मेघ पाटिल, मेघा विरमनी, मुस्कान आनंद, नंदिनी दोषी, निधि गनवानी, निशांक चैटर्जी, प्रणव अरोरा, प्रत्युष सिंघानिया, प्रिया केजरीवाल, राघव अग्रवाल, रिद्धि भट्ट, ऋषभ जैन, रिया जैन, रोहन लाहा, रोहित चांदे, साहिल ओस्तवाल, समक्ष अग्रवाल, संस्कृति शिंदे, सान्या शाह, सात्विक सिंह, सिद्धांत अग्रवाल, सिद्धि पंचारिया, स्नेहिल, श्वेतकी घोष, तनुज प्रधान, विश्वजीत मोटे, यश सरना, यश पुरोहित, यश अग्रवाल, युक्ता चौधरी. We now move on to Division I. आकृति पतोडिया, अक्षत दीक्षित, अंशिका तुलसियान, अपूर्वा चौधरी, अश्लेषा केळकर, अपूर्वा चौधरी, चिराग अधिकारी, देवांश हिंगड़, देवर्ष पटेल, धृति पंसारी, दून जैन, इशिता यादव, हितेश्री शाह, इशिका मलिक, जानवी कुमार, कार्तिक भाटिया, कीर्तना गोलापल्ली, कृष्णा कपाडिया, लज्जा शाह, लया नापीर, वीरा मिश्रा, मल्लिका मल्होत्रा, मानस मळगावकर, मानवी वोरा, मिहिर शाह, मुस्कान जैन, नित्या झुंझुनवाला, पूजा मेसवानी, प्रियांश जैन, राधा रायसिंघानी, रुचित शाह, साची सावंत, साकेत शेंडे, समर्थ गुलाटी, सानिका गडिया, श्रेय दोषी, स्निग्धा मल्होत्रा, तनय संघवी, वैभव गुप्ता, वर्धमान जैन, वरुण नायर, वेदांत हरवाल, वेदांत मंदानिया. We now move on to DVI-BBA GI division. Anushka Khandelwal, Aryaman Kaushal, Asmita Singh, Dishan Gosar, Atul Agrawal, Dishan Gosar, Divyanshi Asnani, Govindraj Rege, Gurjot Singh Anand, Harshit Chopra, इशिता दिदवानिया, जानवी जैन, कुशल भंडारी, कृष्णा भानुशाली, कुशाग्र गुप्ता, कुशाग्र असवानी, मानव सेठ, मानिक सरडाना, माहिर मल्होत्रा, मोहम्मद जबलपुर वाला, नमन मोहम्मद जबलपुर वाला, नमन मेहता, नेक कारकल, प्रणव महेश्वरी, प्रीत भंडारी, पूर्वी सेठ, राहुल जैन, रतीक कुमार, रेव अग्रवाल, रोमांग भयाना, साक्षी कश्यप, समर कांचन, समिता कंददाई, सान्या गर्ग, शगुन शर्मा, शरफ अली, शुभ शाह, सोनिया शाह, सुमेर पटेल, ताहिर सुमादवाला, तनिष गुप्ता, तेजस्वी मेहरा, वेदांत ओबान, विधि पारिक, विधि जेजानी, विदुषी गुम्बेर, यश गर्ग, अभिनव बुबना, दिव्या डागा. I request Hyderabad campus BBA student to come forward. Lokesh Kedia. We now move on to MSc Finance students. Abhijit Bhojne, Rahul Agiru, Anirudh Mehta, अनुषा रमेश, नमन जेठनानी, ऋषिराज गोस्वामी, साना शेख, एस सतीश, शिवानी शर्मा, तनाज बिलिमोरिया, तीर्था कुलकर्णी, विपुल दाता, यश पारेख, यशस्वी घई, तनिषा गोयल, अक्षिता सिंह, कृष्णा अग्रवाल, शशांक सिन्हा, ऋषभ शाह. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I request the audience to kindly settle down. We will continue with the remaining of the proceedings in a while. you all to rise and remain standing till the dignitaries take their seat on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the guiding lights at NMIMS who have always been there to show us the right direction and make a difference in the academic procession. Let us welcome with a round of applause the academic procession. It is our privilege to have with us today the academic procession, which is led by the Registrar, SVKM NMIMS, Dr. H. Ravi Shankar Kamath, carrying the mace and seal of the university. Chief guest of the day, Mr. Sridhar Sankraman, Managing Director, Multiples Alternate Asset Management. Nominee of the Honorable Chancellor and Honorary Joint Secretary SVKM, Shri Shalin Divetia. Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor NMIMS, Dr. Sharad Maheskar. Dean Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Professor Sangeeta Kher. Associate Deans, Program Chairpersons and Faculty Members, Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce. Thank you. I request everyone to be seated. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the convocation ceremony of the BBA Indore campus, Dhule campus, Hyderabad campus and Mumbai campus, and the MSc Finance Mumbai campus students here at SVKM's NMIMS Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce Convocation 2022. Graduating is an exciting time. It is both the ending and the beginning. It is warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. The future holds no promises, but rather mysteries and surprises. What you have learned here at NMIMS ASM SOC will prepare you for both. 3 years of college is now history. As Newton Baker says, a person who graduates today and stops learning tomorrow is uneducated the day after. Education is the most powerful weapon to changing the world. So when you leave, don't forget this quote and why you came here. Keep learning new things. We always invoke the Almighty's blessings whenever we are to begin anything. Chanting the Saraswati Vandana is believed to remove all the obstacles to success in one's education and career. We begin this ceremony by invoking the goddess of knowledge and wisdom. I request our chief guest of the day, Mr. Sridhar Sankraman, and the dignitaries on the stage to please light the auspicious ceremonial lamp. I request the audience to kindly rise for the Saraswati Vandana and remain standing for the NMIMS anthem.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणां वरदण्डमण्डितकरा
request everyone to keep standing for the NMIMS anthem. Thank you. I request everyone to please be seated. I request the registrar, Dr. H. Ravishankar Kamath, to kindly take charge of the proceedings.
Good morning, everybody. I request Sri Shalinbai Diwatiya, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor of SVKMS NMIMS, to declare Convocation 2022 open.
I declare the Convocation 2022 open.
Thank you, sirs. I request the nominee of the Honorable Chancellor and Honorary Joint Secretary SVKM, Shri Shalin Diwatiya, sir, to kindly present the bouquet and memento to our chief guest of the day, Mr. Sridhar Sankararaman, as a token of our appreciation and gratitude. Stand there. Thank you, sir. When the choice lies between golden coins and wise words, always choose the latter. I invite our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sharat Maheskar, to address the gathering.
Good morning to you all. Chief guest for the convocation ceremony of School of Commerce, Mr. Sridhar Sankaramanan, who is a MD of multiple alternate asset management firm. Sri Shalin Diwatiya, Honorary Joint Secretary SVKM and nominee of the Honorable Chancellor. Dr. Ravishankar Kamath, Registrar in NMIMS. Professor Sangeeta Kher, Dean School of Commerce, members of the Board of Management, trustees, members of the faculty and staff from Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Navi Mumbai, Indore and Dhule campuses, graduating students and their families who are joined online, and invited guests. Let me at the outset welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of the School of Commerce, which is a very important constituent of the SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be university. We at NMIMS are delighted that we are back to the offline mode of convocations after a long gap of 2 years. This indeed is a proud moment for all of us. We are feeling a bit relieved that we are almost out of the COVID-19 crisis through a lot of perseverance, a lot of learning day in and out, learning of simple things in life which we had forgotten, like washing our hands well. It is indeed my great pleasure to welcome the chief guest for the convocation, Mr. Sridhar, who found time for this momentous occasion. He is known for his passion in consumer-facing and tech-led businesses. We offer a warm welcome to you, Mr. Sridhar, at SVKM's NMIMS University. I also welcome Honorable Shri Shalinbai Diwatiya, who is a nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, for this convocation. My heartfelt congratulations to all students who are graduating today. Your parents must be delighted today, and NMIMS University gratefully acknowledges their contribution for making it possible for you to reach this stage. I urge all passing out students to keep in mind the efforts made by your parents in bringing you to this stage and making you what you are today. This is also a time to acknowledge the contribution of the faculty in shaping and molding your professional career. All of you made a decision of joining this extraordinary institution to explore and enrich yourself about 4 years ago. When you joined NMIMS, you made a new beginning, explored new horizons, and engaged in a whole range of academic initiatives. I am sure that as you graduate from this university, you are an enriched person with outstanding achievements in the last 3 or 4 years. Today, we are proud that we are graduating students who understand the importance of collaborative processes and working in teams and empathy. NMIMS has added value not only to your learning journey, but it also added to footprints of the university itself. I am sure that you are going out in the world, professional world, with excellent NMIMS credentials. Wherever you go and whatever you do, your actions will be like your fingerprints in a biometric system. Proof of where you have been and what you have learned and touched. Every completion, of course, has a new beginning, and the accomplishment of your graduation today marks a successful and a proud entry into your future endeavors. As you embark upon your journey, I would like to extend my wishes, hoping that each one of you finds a feeling of contentment and pride in everything you do. I am sure your great efforts and achievements will help you achieve greater things in life. NMIMS, like all institutions across the globe, was confronted with an unusual situation, an extraordinary situation. The pandemic required us to teach, learn, and work remotely, even assess remotely. We experienced the real VUCA world during this pandemic, and if this acronym was not invented in the 80s, it would have been certainly invented now. We interacted with most of you using the virtual learning technologies. We remained conscious of making the learning process engaging and effective. The entire university rose to the challenge posed by the unprecedented crisis. Everyone rose to a critical leadership position, and I am proud to tell you that we all worked together, supported each other, and wherever needed, engaged in solving problems posed to us and bringing to a table a solution which was good enough at that point of time. NMIMS has come a long way since March 2020 in excelling in delivery mechanisms for all our programs and academic requirements, ensuring the continuity of the programs. We continue to excel in our team approach, and we have a very high level of commitment in the entire process. I thank you all for wholeheartedly supporting our academic continuity plan, which the VC office under the leadership of Honorable Chancellor Shri Amrishbhai Patel And I must mention here the work and contribution of Shalin Bhai in this entire journey. Through a distributed leadership approach, we implemented the directions and decisions very effectively. The support received from everyone, students, faculty, staff, and even parents, and of course all the university departments, and our determination and the resolve demonstrated our resilience, and we all led from the front. I must acknowledge the tremendous support to you and your parents which was provided to the university, especially in these difficult times, and we remain grateful for all this support. We continue to face the COVID variant risks, but we look forward to with great hope and optimism in the times to come. We learned in the process that disruption is nothing, but we have to be different in these situations. NMIMS has scaled newer and newer heights due to the solid support of the Honorable Chancellor and the trustees who have tirelessly supported the NMIMS vision. NMIMS, of course, all of you know, is a 2-decade-old premier university in India, but backed by a 40-year solid management institution and about a 90-year trust, the SVKM. Over these years, NMIMS has emerged as one of the most credible institutions of higher learning, as reflected by several rankings, ratings, stakeholder confidence, and reputation. You are going to be shortly proud alumni of NAC A+ accredited institution with Category 1 autonomous status, granted to only around 30 institutions out of the 1,000 plus universities in India. Our management school is AICSB accredited, engineering programs are ABET accredited, and only yesterday our business school received the FT Global rankings, in which we stood in the top 100 schools globally. NMIMS is taking forward the OBE process across all programs to strengthen the learning ecosystem, along with several global partnerships with leading universities in the world. The NIRF 22 rankings showed that in all categories, the university and the schools have made progress, although there is a lot to be still achieved. From the academic year 22, NMIMS has started programs at Hyderabad, Chandigarh, while the programs at Shirpur, Navi Mumbai, Indore, Hyderabad, and Bangalore continue to grow and consolidate. At Mumbai, NMIMS has also started an MBA in Healthcare Management, which is a program needed at this stage. Students have made mark by winning several awards at national and international festivals. More importantly, students from quite a few programs received international offers worth crore plus, while most of the students received excellent placement opportunities. The schools have put together a lot of effort in strengthening industry partnerships, participation in case competitions, debates, seminars, and conferences at international and national level. I want to congratulate all the student teams and mentors who made these achievements possible. The university in the last few years has also started many programs, worth noting programs, in entrepreneurship, data sciences, psychology, analytics, digital transformation, AI, and cybersecurity. Our students and alumni are highly sought out in national international arena for their contemporary approach towards identifying and defining the problems and further solving them with highly evolved tools, analysis, and communication. We recognize the contribution of our alumni to the industry as well as to the university. We continue to strive for attaining the best in all the facets of higher education. We are determined to pursue the goals through our building blocks, foremost among them being knowledge creation, and knowledge creation which is relevant and applied, and one which will help the society to address its problems. We also firmly believe in maintaining excellence in teaching and learning through the outcome-based education process and beyond. I appreciate all the efforts taken by the schools of the university and the campuses to incorporate these trends in the academics and research in its curriculum. While doing so, we also want to ensure that NMIMS is known and recognized for its academic excellence and the most preferred institution of learning, and more importantly, we want to keep aligning with our stakeholders and meeting the aspirations of these stakeholders. Friends, I must tell you that while you embark on your professional career and get engrossed, you should consider visiting NMIMS as frequently as you can and relive your college days. And when you feel lost in the entangled web of challenges and professional career, be sure that the way out of it is simple. Speak to your family, friends, and teachers. I want to close by saying that we really live in challenging times. Great events are on the horizon. Learning from the history, we should not forget and we should recognize that this is not the time for defeatism. This is the gripping time, and anybody who lives in things and who would like to see life full of happiness and contentment ahead needs to join this journey of struggle and battle so that we succeed. Our upbringing, knowledge along with blessings of God will always give us strength to face these challenges and give us strength to do best in life. I urge all of you to do good things in life day in and out, and make sure you create a legacy, and one day looking back you can say that with pride that you did extraordinary things. Always remember that the School of Commerce, ASM SOC as we say, is yours, the university is yours, and it will be always yours. Thank you and wish you all the best in your professional career.
Thank you, sir. Leadership is not a position or a title. It is action and example. Our respected Dean has proved it not just with her ideas, but with her actions. May I now invite Dean, Professor Sangeeta Kher, to present the annual review of NMIMS Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce for the academic year 2021-22. Ma'am, please.
Chief guest for the day, Mr. Sridhar Sankaramanan, Managing Director, Multiples Alternate Asset Management, Honorable Chancellor's Nominee, Joint Honorary Secretary, SVKM, Mentor NMIMS, Mr. Shalin Diwatia, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sharad Mahiska, Office Bearers of SVKM, Members of Executive and Managing Committee of SVKM, Registrar Dr. Ravishankar Kamath, Controller of Examination, Mr. Ashish Apte, Deans of various schools of the university, Directors, Heads of SVKM institution, invited guests, faculty, staff, and my dear students. It gives me great pleasure and honor to address the 13th annual convocation of NMIMS Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce and the School of Commerce across campuses. The last 2 years have been a difficult time for the entire world due to pandemic. In 2020, as soon as the lockdown was declared, we switched on to the online mode thanks to the university leadership. The teaching, learning process continued almost with same vigor. The year 21-22 was no different. It started off in online mode, and in between, we switched on to the hybrid mode. Finally, on 14th of February 2022, we started offline lectures with the fear of whether we'll be able to continue the lectures in offline mode. During these 2 years, we saw to it that learning did not suffer. In 2022, April, all exams were conducted in offline mode. The year ended on a successful note where the teaching, learning, and evaluation process were of NMIMS standards. India Today, MDRA survey, and Outlook have ranked the BBA program as the second best at the All India level. India Today has also ranked ASM SOC as the country's best emerging school of commerce of the century. Now coming to the results, BBA Mumbai results are 99.35%, BBA Indore 98.25%, BBA Dhule and Hyderabad is 100%, and the result MSc Finance was 100%. MSc Finance is there only in Mumbai. It's indeed a proud moment for us. In the last 15 years, the school is recognized as one of the best schools for BBA, and the best school for commerce education. The first graduating batch in 2010 was a small batch of 120 students. Today, the graduating batch is 1,428 students. The program strength, the school strength, in 2010 was 450. Today we have 6 campuses. The student strength in Mumbai is 3,033, and the strength across campus is 1,585. Placement. In spite of the pandemic, we had a good placement report. Around 150 companies visited campus for placements. The highest salary was 16 lakhs per annum, and the average was 6.5 lakh per annum. Some of the major academic events were: the school has a practice of conducting guest lectures for various courses. Every year, 5% of the course are taken up by the guest faculty from the industry. During the academic year 21-22, there were around 33 guest speakers from the reputed industry. Some of the guest speakers to mention were Mr. Deepak Saxena, Vice President Vodafone, Mr. Neeraj Kulshrestha, Chief Regulatory Officer, Bombay Stock Exchange, Mr. Varun Sridhar, CEO, Paytm Money, Mr. Samrat Gupta, MD and CEO, Tata Motor Finance. Extramural lectures were organized, and some of the speakers were Dr. Ashwath Damodaran, Professor of Finance at NYU Stern School of Business, Dr. Azhar Kazmi, author of the book Strategic Management, published by McGraw-Hill, Prateek Bhurat, Vice President, Morgan Stanley Private Equity Asia, Mumbai, Mr. Rohit Goel, Global Financial Sector Expert, IMF. These are just few names. Faculty achievement. In the academic year 21-22, 4 faculty members from ASMSOC cleared the PhD thesis and were awarded PhD degree. Mr. Divahar Nada, Assistant Professor of Finance, completed his PhD degree from Symbiosis University in Pune. Mrs. Swarita De, Assistant Professor, completed a PhD program in the subject of economics from University of Calcutta. Mr. Anindo Bhattacharya and Mr. Amit Kumar, Assistant Professors, completed the PhD program in the subject of Management Studies from NMIMS University. In 21-22, ASMSOC faculty published 22 research papers in Scopus Indexed and ABDC category journals. 6 book chapters and 1 case study was also published. The NMIMS 6th book talk on the Victory Project, 6 Steps to Peak Potential, authored by Saurabh Mukherjee and Mr. Anupam Gupta, was organized on 27 July 2021. Dr. Swarita De and Dr. Anindo Bhattacharya moderated the session. Campus highlights. Hyderabad campus started the BBA program in 2019. Now I have the first graduating batch. Students who opted for placement were placed, and few of them availed the benefits of going abroad for the higher studies with our overseas partnering universities. Dhule campus started the BBA program in 2018. This is the second graduating batch. Dhule campus, beside their academic curriculum, offered a 36-hour skill development program, which was conducted virtually by WIRC of ICAI. The program consisted of Excel, Tally, IT written filing, and soft skill. Extra and co-curricular activities were conducted in the virtual mode due to pandemic. The campus also initiated the summer immersion program for higher secondary school students and Corporate Leap, a skill-based training program for executives from the corporate world. These are now the annual activities of Dhule campus. Indore campus started its BBA program in 2017 with just 45 students. Today we have nearly 700 students. It's the first campus to go for accreditation with ACCA UK for BBA and BCom Honours program. Sunny Goel and Unnati Mittal launched their startup. They won a cash award of 10,000 for securing the first position. Indoor students are also active in sports, and they have won many prizes in inter-collegiate festival, especially in chess tournament. Indoor campus organized national level FDP and also roundtable discussion on strengthening industry-academia interface. With 3,000 students at ASMSOC, the list of student achievement is very long. I just mentioned a few. We have signed an MOU with the State University of New York, Albany, for the BBA dual degree program. Stavan Thakkar and Gunjan Kapoor are the two students who opted for the program in 2020. After 2 years, students are supposed to come back, but I'm proud to share with you both the students because of their brilliant academic performance. I just shared Stavan got 4 on 4 GPA and Gunjan 3.9 on 4. Because of the brilliant academic performance, got a chance to work there, and at present they are on work visa. Ms. Isha Patel, the SYBBA student, received a Global Accounting and Finance undergraduate scholarship of £7,500 at the University of Bristol. We emphasize on student-faculty research. In the academic year 21-22, 12 articles were published in national and international journal on the topic of operation research and marketing. It was guided by Professor Richa Saxena. The first year student has to intern with NGO during the summer. In the academic year 2021-22, 1,125, they were ASMSOC students, 1,125 students completed their internship with various NGOs. On 5th August 2022, Nargis Dutt Foundation felicitated 90 students for their commendable work as interns. Second year students successfully completed summer corporate internship, and few of them got pre-placement offer. At NMIMS, we believe education is not only the academics, it's a holistic development of students. With this intention, we have several associations that are active throughout the year. These associations were established for skill development, basically the leadership skills. Vayu is the national level college festival of NMIMS ASMSOC. Every year, Vayu has an annual footfall of over 30,000 people with 70 plus events. But last year, due to the pandemic, we had the festival in virtual mode with 50 plus events and an e-footfall of over 25,000 people. Two major initiatives of Vayu were Forefront, Vayu's very own conclave, and Bezuban, an initiative towards animal welfare. The PR campaign for Bezuban garnered a total viewership of more than 60,000. ASMSOC Social Responsibility Forum organized SRF Week to encourage and develop social sensitivity among students. SRF team visited orphanage, and they visit every year and conduct various activities for the children. The blood donation drive was conducted in coordination with SciFi and Bombay Hospital. More than 200 student donors participated. SRF was also responsible for providing summer internship for the first year students with the NGOs. Montage, a cultural club, participated in the Intercollegiate Festival and the annual Cultural Day and conducted in offline mode the annual Cultural Day as such. Corporate Interface Cell, Entrepreneurship Cell, Sports Club, Nature Club, and Tech Club were busy organizing events throughout the year, both online and offline. British Council has awarded the grant of £15,000 to NMIMS ASMSOC and Bristol University to create a joint course on international business. I take this opportunity to thank SVKM management and Honorable Chancellor Shri Amrish Bhai Patel for his constant support. I'm thankful to the Honorable nominee of the Chancellor, Mr. Shalin Devatia, for his advice and guidance. I also thank Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, Control of Examination, and Registrar for their guidance and unstinted support. I would like to thank faculty and staff who have worked tirelessly throughout the year. It was not easy to go online due to the pandemic in 2020. However, I would like to put on record that our faculty emerged successfully in teaching online. Learning did not suffer even during pandemic. Faculty have served not simply as teachers, but also as mentors and guides. My dear students, today marks an important day in your life and an important milestone in your life's journey. Having entered this institution facing intense competition, you pursued your academic work with great dedication in spite of pandemic. Your hard work has brought you to the finishing line of your studies in this school and starting line of further studies and professional career. Convocation Day brings roller coaster of emotions for grads and their families alike. It's time for celebration and achievement. There's a reflection of past trials, success, and hope for the future. To quote Socrates, education is a kindling of flame and not the filling of vessel. That is what we do at ASMSOC through curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities. I have no doubt that you will continue to serve as a worthy ambassador of the university and the school without sacrificing the principles and values. Try to build up on our reputation for excellence. Instructions ends in the classroom, but education ends only with the life. Give your life nothing but your best. Continue to learn and be a lifelong learner with the application of knowledge. I would like to tell you, be connected with us, and we always want to know what you're doing in your life. So I want my students to get themselves or update us on LinkedIn and keep in touch with the school. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite Dr. Sunny Oswal, Associate Dean, NMIMS, ASMSOC, to take over the proceedings.
The nominee of the Honorable Chancellor and Honorary Joint Secretary SVKM, Shri Shalin Devatia, I present before you who, on the basis of their CGPA, have been declared eligible for the Meritorious List 2021-22 and have registered for this convocation and are present here. I request Shri Shalin Devatia to kindly hand over the degrees to the students. I request Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Sharad Mahiskar and Dean School of Commerce, Professor Sangeeta Kher, to join him. Please, sir. We start with the BBA program, Indore campus. Ishita Karamchandani. Varun Wadwani. BBA program, Hyderabad campus, starting with Keval Ruparelia. Rohan Desai, BBA program Dhule campus, Milan Kavatia, BBA program Mumbai campus, Naitik Boricha, Namrata Chawla, Sogandh Haralka, Shreya Shah, Priyansh Rajoria, Tanuj Mantri, Mansi Ved, Sakshi Jain, Khushi Shah, Muskan Gupta, Anurag Rander, Yash Jain, Archit Dalmia, Yash Asrani, Nikhil Deora, Tanya Chandrapota, Nikunj Gupta, Sarthak Bansal, Anshika Singh, Parth Jain, Ashradha Deodar, Smith Modi, Aviral Goyal, Karan Surana, Arman Verma, Aryan Dua, Mansher Singh Ubray, Harsh Batija, Parinita Likhite, Riya Sharma, Pritika Thakur, Sayona Verma, Muskan Nagori, Nikhil Makhija, Natasha Shah, Param Rathod, Umang Agarwal, Shubh Beda, Tushar Dayal, Aryan Shah, Moksh Jain, Savrat Jain, Anirudh Bazari, Yajur Sehgal, Rohit Mohta, Sesha Balangu, Mudit Bhargav, Rakshita Jain, Diya Maini, Huzaifa Merchant, Akshita Agarwal, Aryan Bambani, Vivansha Birwani, moving on to the MSc Finance Mumbai campus, Vedant Patela, Vatsin Thakur, thank you. I request you to please take your seat. The Honorable Nominee of the Chancellor and Honorary Joint Secretary SVKM, Shri Shalin Devetia, I present before you 12 students of BBA program Dhule campus, 56 students of BBA program Indore campus, 13 students of BBA program Hyderabad campus, 616 students of BBA program Mumbai campus, and 25 students of MSc program Mumbai campus have successfully completed their program. I request the Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor to administer the oath on all who are present here and those who have been permitted to remain absent. Please, sir. I request all the students to rise for the oath.
Please be ready for the oath. Shall we? Okay. By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Management of SVKM's NMIMS as Pro Vice Chancellor, I hereby declare all of you who are present and those who are permitted to remain absent admitted to the respective degrees. I hereby charge you to uphold the dignity and the value of the degree awarded to you by this university in your life and profession. I request Shri Shalinbai Diwatiya, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, to confer the degrees.
I hereby confer the degrees.
Aye. Thank you.
Congratulations. I request you all to be seated. I request the Registrar, Dr. H. Ravishankar Kamath, to take charge of the proceedings. Thank you, sirs. I request our chief guest, Mr. Sridhar Sankararaman, and Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Maheskar, to please present the awards for outstanding performance to the staff of the School of Commerce. I request Dean, ASM SOC, Professor Sangeeta Kher, to take over the proceedings.
It's only staff award, not this. We are not giving this to staff. These are the medals for the students. These are the students' awards. No, first we'll give the staff award. Where is staff award? अरे तिने staff announce केला था. No, it's okay. Staff. कौन है staff? आधी staff दिया. आता announce केला. Okay. The awards for Mumbai campus, I kept it for tomorrow. Today I call the Best Faculty Award for Indore campus, Shilpa Sangpal, Assistant Professor, General Management. That was the faculty award. Now there are two staff awards. Mr. Gaurav Moghe, Deputy Registrar, Indore campus. Mr. Gaurav Moghe from Indore campus. The next staff award is Dinesh Deshmukh, Coordinator, Dhule campus. So let us continue. Yes. Now rankers. I request Honorable Chancellor's nominee, Mr. Shalin Divetia, to join. These are academic awards. MSc Finance Program, Vedant Patela with a CGP of 3.92 is the topper, and a gold medal is awarded to him. MSc had only 1 award. BBA program has 3 awards. First rank, Natik Boricha. Natik Boricha. Naitik, sorry for wrong pronunciation. Naitik, sorry. He has scored a CGP of 3.97 on a scale of 4. Namrata Chawla, the second ranker, with a CGP of 3.92. And third ranker, Sugandh Harlalka with a CGP of 3.9. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sirs. Congratulations to all who have received this prestigious recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, today as our chief guest, we have Mr. Sridhar Sankararaman. Mr. Sridhar has 2 decades of experience in financial services, including 15 years in private equity. Mr. Sridhar joined multiples at the inception in 2009 and got promoted to managing director in just 8 years. He has invested across multiple sectors such as healthcare, pharma, manufacturing and consumer tech. In addition, he has co-created investment toolkit and founder evaluation framework for the firm. His prior experience includes working with Sun Private Equity in London, ICICI Bank and E&Y. During his investing career, Mr. Sridhar has been able to connect with the founders and influence them on strategy and people decisions. He thinks of his ability to influence as his key strength and uses it to bring about positive change. He enjoys brainstorming ideas with founders and derives immense satisfaction when they derive value from these interactions as well. Mr. Sridhar received his MBA from the Indian School of Business. He has been in the Dean's List and an HSBC Scholar and is also a chartered accountant. I am pleased to invite our chief guest, Mr. Sridhar Sankararaman, to deliver the convocation address. Please, sir.
Do you mind if I use this? I could just walk around. Good afternoon, everyone. I can't hear you. I can't hear you on this side. Okay, good to know that all of you are awake. Thank you very much, Dean Kair, and everyone on the stage for sort of having me here. I love coming to colleges. I think it just makes me feel a lot younger when I see the energy that comes from all of you. What I want you to do is, maybe for the next 10 minutes, just leave your phone aside and let's just get to know each other better. Yeah? If that's okay with you? Is that fine? Super, thanks. I want you to have an imagery of your parents, your family, and your friends. And I want you to give a big round of applause to them because it's because of them that you are here, you are today. I now want you to imagine in your head your professors, your teachers, your college administrative staff. Just imagine their faces, their pictures in their head, and a big round of applause to them. And lastly, I want you to think about yourself, your body, mind, and soul that's done the hard work for you to get to where you are today. So a big round of applause for you. You know, this day almost reminds me of my convocation 20 years ago. Please don't look at me like a dinosaur. I'm not that old. Times were different. We did not have a mobile phone. We barely had internet. Most of us did not have cars. And our only form of entertainment was going to a non-AC theater and watching a movie in a stall. Today, all of you Uber a car, Dunzo a piece of bread, Netflix a movie, and travel around the world with a click of a mouse. So much has changed between my convocation and yours in just 20 years. Can you imagine what's going to change in the next 20 years? Let me just draw a picture for you. The next 20 years when each of you are going to live your lives, what's going to happen? In the time it takes to go from Malad to Churchgate, you will be hyperlooping from Mumbai to Delhi. Petrol pumps will be extinct, like how the telephone booth got extinct, because you will have EVs all over. You will have a real world and a meta world. Each of you will have an avatar in the Web 3.0, and while you are sleeping, your avatar will be playing a game in the meta world. And more importantly, India's GDP would have become 10 times more than what it is today. We would be a $20 trillion economy. And what that means for us, my friends, it means that each of you or everyone in this room will be 10 times more wealthier than what we are today. So what? What does that wealth do? It means that some of the biggest consumer brands will get built out of this country because we can afford them. Some of the biggest companies will get created out of this country. And you, my friends, will not just see it happen. You will make it happen because all of you are going to ride on this curve for the next 20 years. So this is the best time to graduate. I'm actually quite jealous of the fact that all of you are here at the right time in the right place and are ready to pounce on this opportunity. We've spoken enough about the future, so let's talk about the current. Today is your day. I do realize that in this day and age of Instagram and Instamart and instant messaging, all of you have just a few minutes. So I'm going to leave you with only 3 messages. Just 3 instant messages. Are you guys with me? Yes. Are you guys with me at the back? Just 3 messages. Number 1. Take risks in life. Because as someone correctly said, risk hai to ishq hai. Number 2, double down on your strengths. Do not worry about your weakness. And number 3, have no regrets, but have gratitude. These are the 3 messages. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to just talk about real life examples and stories to bring these to life. Is this okay? Will this be interesting for you? Good. So let's speak about the first one, risk. All of you are familiar with investing in the stock market, yeah? Why is it that some investors always make better returns than others? Why? Because of 2 reasons. They have done enormous research and developed deep insight on which companies are likely to do well, number 1. And number 2, they have had the ability to take the risk and make that investment. Imagine yourself. If all of us in this room knew that Asian Paints is going to do well, we will all make an average return. Because all of us know it, there is no new information. But if only 5 of you knew that Asian Paints is going to do well, those 5 people will make a disproportionate return. So what is it that you know about the future? What is it that you can do about the future and decide, I know that this particular sector is going to do well, or this field is going to do well, and I am damn good at it, and that's where I'm going to build my career. I'm not saying don't listen to your friends. I'm not saying don't listen to your parents. Please listen to all of them. But if you listen to all of them and do what all of them ask you to do, you will have a good life. You will have a good average life. But if you want to be extraordinary, you can't be a follower. You need to be a leader. And you need to digest all the information and make your own choice. You need to decide for yourself. People say knowledge is power. I disagree. Implementation of knowledge is power. So use the knowledge you've learned over the last so many years, implement it, develop deep insight on what's going to happen in the next 5-10 years and how are you going to appropriate. If you are very good at gaming, what's going to happen in the gaming space and how can you equip yourself and take a risk and build a career there. Doing the same old conventional thing will get you there, but that will not get you disproportionate returns. I'll give you an example. When I finished my class 10, this is 1996, everybody thought Sridhar will take science. It's obvious, right? If you're a topper, you'll take science, you'll become an engineer. In those days, it was very obvious. But I decided to take commerce because I had done a lot of research at that time to say every company would require a CA, every company would not require an engineer. I also found out that cumulatively in India, there were only 1 lakh CAs in the last 50 years. I said, becoming a CA is a rare commodity. I should try that. Why should I do engineering? All hell broke loose. My parents said, what are you doing? My teachers called home, said, why is he spoiling his career? My friends' parents came home saying, he's wasting a seat. But if you have done your research, don't take blind risks. If you've done your research and if you have the conviction, go for it. Because if everybody is seeing something and you are seeing something different, what you're seeing is perhaps will give you a disproportionate return. You will get few things wrong, but take risks is the first big takeaway that I want to leave with you, my friends. Ultimately, when people ask me, what is success? Is it money? No. Is it fame? No. Success is if you can live your life doing what you want to do. That is success. Are you guys with me? So success is internal. It's never external. Don't live the life of anybody else. Don't live the life of your friends. Don't live the life of your parents. You will live your life. Because if you like to do something, and if you end up doing that for most of the life, you are successful. Yeah? So that's the first point. Risk hai to. Second point is double down on your strengths. Does your college have relative grading? Do you do grades? Yeah? So all of you understand grades? How easy it is to convert a C grade to an A grade? It's tough, no? It's tough. But what do? We say, I'm very strong in these 2 subjects. Let me spend all my time on those subjects where I'm not very strong. That's the normal human tendency. Yes or no? But in life, if you are good at something, invest time in becoming better at it and eventually best at it. Move your A's to your A pluses. Move your B pluses to your A. Don't worry about your C because you're never going to be able to make it an A. Make sure your C's don't become your F's. But if you're very good at what you're doing, you will stand out. It is, if you have 5 B's, you are average. If you have 2 A pluses, 2 B's and 2 C's, you might actually make a difference. So double down on your strengths. Focus where you have a right to win. You will stand out. Yeah? So that's the second message that I wanted to leave with you. And I have personally experienced this. You know, sometimes all of us have this notion of what's a dream job? And your dream job is not your job. It's what someone else has told you. That's a dream job. When I was younger, I wanted to be a trader. Do you guys understand forex trading? Yeah? So I wanted to be a trader. I felt I'd seen all these movies about bonds, Wall Street and in trading and so on. I felt it's a high adrenaline role. I wanted to be a trader. I interviewed to get the job. I got the job. In 6 months of being a trader, I realized I was not made for it. Because I'm a chartered accountant. I've not done math after class 12. There were enough and more IITians on the trading floor and engineers on the trading floor who had a much intuitive sense of math. I would never get as good as them. I was fighting a losing battle. If you are prepared your life to play cricket, please don't play football. You will lose. So focus on your strengths. Double down on what is it that you think you can do well. Ask yourself, introspect, what is it that I'm really good at? Am I really good at thinking? Am I a deep thinker? Am I really good at doing? Am I a great executioner? Am I really good at networking? I mean, what is my strength? And build your career to your strength. Yeah? So that was my second message, which is double down on your strengths. And the third message I want to leave with all of you is be grateful and have no regrets. Sometimes we always feel that it's too late to do something. Hey, I wish I had done this. 20 years from now, my friends, I don't want you to have a single regret. Life is an experience. Live it. It's okay if a few mistakes happen. It's perfectly okay if you don't get everything right. Nobody is judging you. Only you are judging yourself. I was terrible at sport in school. I was an absolute magoo. I would get great grades, but I was terrible at sport. And this used to bug me to no end, to say, can I ever play sport? And when I was in London, I wanted to pick a sport, so I picked up badminton at the age of 25. I won my first sport medal in life at the age of 30. So it's never too late. I learned a new language at the age of 40. It's never too late to do anything. So don't have any regrets whatsoever. And have gratitude. See, all of us feel everything is going well, nothing can go wrong. And I was also on that zone a few years ago. In 2018, I said, I'm doing very well professionally, very well personally, very well financially, life is set. Then one fine day I had an accident and I almost lost my left hand. That made me realize how much we take things for granted. Every time you pray to whichever God you do, first thank him or her for everything you have and then ask for more. There is no better emotion in life than gratitude. Gratitude makes you humble, gratitude makes you real, and gratitude makes you realize that you can learn from anybody in life. So have that openness, have that gratitude to learn, and have no regrets. Lastly, I would like to conclude by saying that life is a college. You've just graduated, but I think life is a college. Just the people whom you need to impress keeps changing. Earlier in school, you had to impress your parents and your school teachers. In college, you had to impress your professors. Along the way, you'll have to impress your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You'll have to impress your spouses, your kids along the way, your bosses. But in this whole journey of trying to impress other people, never forget to impress yourself. Because this is your life and you live it only once. All the best. Do well.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. I'm sure our students have a lot to take back from it, especially those beautifully put 3 messages. I now invite Registrar at NMIMS, Dr. H. Ravishankar Kamath, to deliver the vote of thanks and take charge of the proceedings.
Good afternoon to you all. Chief guest of the convocation, Sri Sridhar Shankaramanan, MD, Multiples Alternate Asset Management. Nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, Sri Shalin Devatia. Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Shahid Maiskar. Members of the Managing Committee, Trustees, Senior Functionaries of SVKM, Dean SOC, Madam Sangeeta Kher. Control of Examination, Dr. Ashish Apte. Directors of the institutions, faculty colleague, staff, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my proud privilege to propose vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. We profusely thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Sridhar Shankaramanan, for having spared his valuable time to join us in our celebration. Sir, your instant messages, 3 instant messages, take risks in life, focus on your strengths, then have no regrets in life, have really inspired all the students and optimism and pride in all of us. Thank you for addressing our graduate students and motivating them. Thank you very much, sir. We extend our sincere gratitude to Honorable Chancellor Sri Amrish Patel ji and his nominee Sri Shalin Devatia ji for gracing the occasion and helping us whenever and wherever we approach them. Thank you very much, sir. We take immense pleasure in extending our sincere thanks to our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sharad Maiskar, for his constant support and guidance. Thank you, sir. We need to mention our deepest sense of appreciation to the tireless effort put in by our Dean SOC, Sangeeta Kher, and her hard-working team, and directors of all the schools, Office of the Registrar, Controller of Examinations, and University Admin team, resulted in befitting grace and poise to this ceremony. I also wish to acknowledge contributions of the faculty, student volunteers, staff in success of this program. I wish all graduating students all the best. As Chief Guest said, it is the best time to become graduate. All the best in your career. Stay safe, secure, mentally strong. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind. Now I request nominee of the Chancellor, Sri Shalin Devatia, to declare the convocation 2022 closed.
I hereby declare the convocation 2022 closed.
Thank you, sirs. I request all of you to rise for the national anthem and to remain standing till the academic procession recedes.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Please remain standing till the academic procession recedes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for gracing this memorable occasion with your presence. We congratulate all the graduates once again and welcome you to the illustrious community of NMIMS, ASM, SSC alumni. Have a good day. A student amongst us, Mr. Abhinav Bansal, would like to talk to you for about 2 minutes. Mr. Abhinav Bansal.